was one post in a stick structure, a perfect X, which has since fallen down or been taken down. I never took it down, but it was very plain. I was in here 3 years ago and that was standing. Perfect X. I came in here on this exact trail that I'm walking on now, and it was late summer, early fall, a warm day like this, and all these trails had very heavy use of them. Man, there's horseflies here like crazy. They're thinking I'm a smorgasbord. Right now it's maybe June 10th, and it is spring bear season right now. And so this is a very trail I came in on. But it was very well worn. It was basically, as you can see, there's plants and underbrush. Well, when I came in here, this was all just dirt. Something had been up and down these trails many times. And the trail has since that time deteriorated. Like, it almost looks like a different place to what it looked like then. Because there was just very well worn, very packed trails with no game hoof prints. Like, there's moose, deer, elk here, but there was no game tracks on the trails. And when I came in here, I was pretty much as I am now. I had light clothing, I had a rifle on my shoulder, and it was right about this point where I encountered two individuals just a little beyond here, and they were on the trail right ahead of me, and it looked like they were wearing fur coats. Yeah, this is the trail I encountered them. Just up ahead of me right here. And I thought it was a couple of the people who live out here in a large cabin not very far, maybe 150 yards through the bush from here. And I encountered them right about here. And I kind of walked faster so I could catch up to them. The weird thing was, this was clear. There's like all these trees and blowdown were not in my way, which is very strange, because I'd been in here, I don't know, the previous year, and it was like this. So I was, it was almost like I was in a different land. And I don't know how that's possible, but that's what it seemed like. And so I said to these individuals, "Oh, hello there," just like that, because I thought it was, some local people who I knew. And they turned around and looked at me, and they were completely fur covered except their faces. They looked human. They had big black eyes, and one was about 5.5 feet tall. The other one was maybe 4.5 feet tall. And I immediately got a message of fear, like that they were afraid of me. So I said, and this is the thing, is I didn't say it, I thought it. I thought, don't worry, I'm hunting moose, elk, and deer, not Sasquatch. Because that's what they were. And they indicated to me that I needed to leave because their father I believe, would be very upset. Probably because I had a rifle on me. And they told me specific instructions, go back on the exact trail you came in on. So this is where it gets a little weird. As I was leaving, I could hear them talking amongst themselves, and they were talking about deleting or manipulating my memory. I can't remember the exact terminology they used, but that was the gist of it. And I asked them not to. And they did it anyway. I could feel them doing it, and I felt very disoriented. I basically got lost trying to get back to my cabin, which is, maybe 150 yards from here also, in another direction. And I came out on a road that I've been down 100 times, and it looked completely foreign to me. I couldn't figure out where I was. My stomach was kind of upset. And I knew that I had lost something, but I didn't know what. Like, I felt lost, but I also felt like I'd lost something. I felt very sad. And so what happened was I've had a number of, how would you say, unusual experiences over the years. 30, 40, 50, I don't know, a lot. More than I cared to admit. And it's the kind of stuff that if you talk about, people think you're crazy. And I'm not crazy. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I'm a very healthy person. I believe Christ died for my sins on the cross. So I guess I'm a Christian. I think that's what that means. Anyway, I prayed for my memories to be returned to me. And that is what happened. But they didn't come in any order that I would have chosen. They came back in the order they just came back in. And so not only did I recall that entire experience that I just relayed, but many others, including I've witnessed 3 murders in my lifetime. The first one was when I was 5 years old, and I had repressed all those memories. Memory repression is it's a survival thing. And I got to admit, I was very nervous to come back to this place because this is a pretty crazy experience I had, and sometimes I think these creatures don't want you to repeat. Well, why would they manipulate your memory and delete your memory, Why would they do that if they wanted you to talk about what happened? Anyways, it took a while. I don't know, maybe six months I remembered the base memory, what they wanted me to remember. And then I started to remember the uncomfortable stuff. And it was right around here somewhere where all of a sudden it was as though I was standing in my bedroom. I was ready for bed, and I needed to take my clothes off to go to bed. So I started disrobing. And I thought, well, this is weird. How come I'm wearing all my hunting gear in my bedroom? But anyway, I just did it. I got a strong message to disrobe, and it seemed like I was going to bed, get ready for bed, and so that's what I was doing. As far as I knew, I was taking off my clothes. Then, next thing you know, I'm here in the bush here, and there's more than 2 individuals, 3 or 4. 3 that I could see. 2 I could see really good. One was cloaked. The other one was completely cloaked, invisible, so I couldn't even tell, but I could just feel the presence. And they basically examined me naked. And they, had quite a lengthy conversation amongst themselves, not spoken, mind you, about me, my condition, my physical condition, my health, some other details that are kind of vague, but this is what I remember the best. And then I was told, that's when I was told it was that I needed to leave, that I could be in trouble. So I started heading out the same trail I went on, just as I'll leave now. And shortly after that, I got lost. But I basically headed what is north from here. I even crossed this log. That's right, I did. I moved back to because, like I say, it's a freaky experience. It's hard to talk about, and people are just way too fucking quick to dismiss it and call you crazy. But if we never talk about these things, if we never tell the truth, how are we ever going to learn? How's anything ever going to change? You know, like the powers that be don't want us to know what the truth and the reality is. Well, I'm sick of the lies. I don't know about you. I'm very sick of the lies. And as freaky as the truth is, I prefer it over the lies. And yeah, so this is the trail I left by. And I headed north. Right about here there was a fairly clear trail just further up a bit. Anyways, it sure has grown up here now. Holy crap. Bugs and slash. It's just bizarre to me how much the terrain and all the blowdown changed. You know, this is the way I left. I'm actually headed north right now. And I need actually to go east to get back to my quad. Anyways, I have a theory, because a lot of people who lose time notice that their clothing is not the same as it was. You know, different articles of clothing, socks, underwear, you know, be put on wrong inside out. And my belief is that when they are manipulating their mind and their memory, you also have a sense of real time what's going on. So, you know, it's like your conscious mind and subconscious mind are conflicted. And it's, by design, very difficult to make out or determine what is really going on. And I believe that, well, it's very humiliating. Like I'm fairly comfortable with my body. You know, for my age, I'm kind of proud of my condition because, well, you know, I'm not like an Olympic athlete, but, you know, I've, despite my health challenges, I've managed to maintain a certain level of ability, I guess, because I just, you know, because I won't quit. I don't give up. Sometimes I gotta sleep longer, but, you know, I get tired faster, but anyways. So I believe that this is what's happening with Sasquatch, is that they somehow direct us and trick us into disrobing so that they can do a physical inspection. And it's more than physical with them, it's actually medical, because they can see things we can't see. They can see what's going on inside of us. It's almost like they have X-ray vision. It could actually be X-ray vision. I don't even know. I don't know how they do it. You know, like all matter is made of light and energy and vibrate or frequency, and somehow they can see like everything that looks solid to us. They don't see it that way. Nothing looks solid to them. They actually, when they're doing their thing, you kind of get a third view of what they're seeing and thinking. If you're hearing their voices, you're also getting it's almost like having multiple screens up on your computer. Like you're getting a, how would you say, like a foggy view of what they're seeing and thinking. So this is why they don't want us to remember these experiences, because we actually know a hell of a lot more than we think we do if we can just come to terms with what actually happens during an encounter. So that's one video. I hope this helps somebody. And you know, to anybody who doesn't want to believe what I've just put out there, I would encourage you to judge not. You know, what are you afraid of? I mean, really, this is something that happened to me. It happens to many other people. Either it hasn't happened to you yet, or you've repressed the memory so well and you absolutely refuse to go digging, because reliving traumatic events is a pretty terrifying prospect, because it all comes back. Not all at once, one at a time. But it's a hell of a journey. I recommend it to anyone. If you really wanted to come in touch with yourself, what's really going on, and what has really happened, this is what I had to do. But, you know, if you can, allow another trusted person to assist you in your journey. This is what I did. I did experience some harsh, negative judgments and opinions, but I'm a person who rigorously lives by the truth, and I don't see why I should lie about what has happened and what I've experienced. So this is why I'm doing this. And actually, it was Scott Carpenter's videos on YouTube that have helped me come to terms with what I experienced and have the courage to put it out there. Anyway, this video is getting awfully long. I better quit now.